Do do do. Are we live? I ask myself. And I believe we are. Yeah, it's not showing up for me just yet. Oh, yeah, here it is. Alright. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? I'm live. Liverpool. Liverpool have just beaten Wolves in the last minute. Divock Origi goal, 1-0. I was just watching that. That's why I'm a little bit late. I do apologise. Yeah, this game's about to get underway. Roma versus Inter Milan. Looking forward to it. You know, I've watched a lot of Roma this season. They're not the most entertaining team, mainly because, well, it's Jose Mourinho type of football. But I expect it to be an interesting match. But yeah, I think this is gonna be a cracking game. We're gonna go over the lineups just now. Let me just switch across. Alright, now you can see the lineups on your screen. We'll start with the home team in Roma. Rui Patricio starts in goal, the former Wolves man. Chris Smalling, Mancini and Kumbala as the back three. Abinez and Vina as the two wing backs. Vitrant and Christian as the two defensive midfielders. Mkhitaryan. Oh Christ, I'm butchering that. I'm just guessing at this point. I do apologise. I was just trying to guess. Alright. No, I did get most of it right. Mkhitaryan is playing in midfield, sorry. And then Shararavov and Zaniolo as the two strikers. Looking at Inter Milan starting 11. Handanovic is in goals. Dumbario, Skriniar and Bastoni as the three at the back. While Perisic and Dumfries as the wing backs. Barea, Brozovic and Kalinoglu as the three midfielders. And Correa and Dzeko up front. No Tammy Abraham today. The man I think we all love a bit of. He is suspended, picking up too many yellow cards. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. Inter Milan, Roma, two solid teams. But yeah, let me know your score predictions in the chat. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win to Inter Milan. No, I'm going to go with a 2-1 win to Roma. Two-1 win to Roma. That's my score prediction. Let me know your score prediction in the live chat. I do believe I can see both teams getting the result realistically. Jose Mourinho is a big game manager. That doesn't sound right, but you get what I mean. He's a top manager. He gets stuff done like. And I wouldn't be surprised if Roma do get a result. Let me know your score predictions. I went with 2-1. I went with 2-1 Roma, despite Inter Milan probably being in the better form. I do believe Roma can get a result. Either team can get a result. It's a fairly even game. That's why you like to watch games like these, you know. It'll be an exciting game. It'll be one it'll be good to watch, you know. So yeah. Hasn't kicked off yet. They're just showing the lineups on BT Sport. He's being played in the Roma Stadium, the Stadio Olimpica, I believe it's called. Inzaghi, the manager, and Jose Mourinho, the manager of Roma. We're underway. Looking forward to this game. Looking forward to this game. I haven't watched the most of Serie A, and I think the team I've probably watched the most, well, the two teams I've probably watched the most are Inter Milan and Roma. So I know a decent bit about them, and one of my favourite players of the Roma team is Zaniolo, and the shot from the man that has come in for Tammy Abraham, who is suspended, is Sharadov. He has not the best headers. You'd expect Tammy Abraham to score. I don't know why I like Tammy Abraham so much as well. Like, he's definitely up there with one of my favourite players in Serie A. Despite me not being a Chelsea fan, I just always liked him at Chelsea. It was a really bad header. Like, I mean, for the opening couple of minutes, Roma have created a good chance. And that's what I kind of expect this game to be. I expect if Roma can get a draw, it will be a good result for them. The team is dilapidated with injuries and suspensions. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Fosa, if I'm saying that right, I might say Isaac. Obviously, Tammy Abraham is the only one I'm aware of. Looking at their squad, there's definitely a few missing. So yeah, I think it'll be a good result. I'm going to take a look at the old Serie A table. Roma currently sitting 5th, and Inter Milan sitting 3rd. There's already 9 points between them. 9 points between them. Roma looking to bring that back. Yeah, I do actually think this would be a good result. Obviously, they do have home advantage, which is always a positive. Yeah, draw probably would be a good result for Roma. I do agree with you in saying that, Isaac. And Inter Milan. But yeah, I think Roma will win this game purely because they're at home. They're putting a lot of pressure on Inter Milan, who do seem to be controlling the ball. I'm just going to take a look at the old matches from earlier today, if anyone does care. In the Premier League, West Ham beat Chelsea 3-2 in a bit of a shock result. Newcastle got their first win of the season, beating Burnley 1-0. Southampton and Brighton drew 1-1. Divock Origi scored with 2 minutes left of extra time to win the game for Liverpool, and Waterford will play Manchester City later on. And Der Klassiker is on within the next couple, which I think it's 5:30. It's obviously Bayern Munich versus Borussia Dortmund, which again should be a fairly decent game, I would say. Kalinoglu, ball in the box looking for Dzeko, doesn't get to him. Bastoni hits it forward. That will go out for a Roma throw-in. I feel like this should be, one of those games that I'm going to enjoy watching. I think Roma, Inter Milan, two relatively big teams in terms of, your European scale. Roma have, I want to say, 2 Champions Leagues, probably only have 1. I'm aware they have 1. Alright, I'm just looking that up now. I'm not focusing on the game. So watch there be a goal in. Top goal scorer. Check. It's not saying for some reason. Maybe they don't have any. I always assumed Roma would have a UCL. I believe they'll win the Conference League though. I think that's a fairly obvious statement. I feel like they should win the Conference League quite comfortably. It looks like Tottenham won't get through. I thought they'd be up there with Tottenham. Celtic or someone. They're obviously in the Europa League, came 3rd in their group. So they go to the Conference League. I do reckon that Celtic have a chance. Yeah, Inter Milan seem to be controlling possession. Not really creating any opportunities, just playing it between their defenders. And it goes out for an Inter Milan throw-in. Neither keepers having to make any real saves in the first 5 minutes, sorry. Don't know why I said Feeve. First 5 minutes. Roma did have a chance in like the opening 30 seconds, but it was just a terrible header from Sharavov. You can just Shamaradov. What country is he from? That's not going to make a difference. I'm still going to be pronouncing it wrong. You have an idea of who I'm saying. I'm just not saying it right. And it'd be weird if someone just joined the stream and all you hear is Shamaradov. It's gone out for a corner, I believe. Yeah, corner to Inter Milan. First corner of the game. They do have big man Dzeko up front. Skriniar as well. Two fairly big lads. Rui Patricio is someone I rate very highly. Regulars of the channel will be aware of that fact. I absolutely adore Rui Patricio. And if you want to become a regular of this channel, just subscribe. Wow, that's a great what's the word? Oh Christ, I butchered it. That's a great transition. Subscribe. Go on. What we got currently? We are currently on 731. Make that 732. Go on. I believe in you. And share it to a friend. Share it to your dog. Share it to your cat. Whoever. Just share it. Come on. Caught a vibe. Oh Christ, TikTok is in my head. Roma, just sitting back. Inter Milan not really pressing. Ball played over the top. Oh, here is a chance for Roma. It's Vitra. The Frenchman ball in the box. Not a great ball. Inter Milan get it back. Vitra nearly took it off Skriniar, but he controls it well. And he's going to play the cross. That's poor. You'd expect Vitrant or Vitra. I'm going to say Vitra because he's French. You'd expect him to be doing better in a position like that. I'm a little bit surprised, in all fairness. Just looking at the old poll in the live chat. If you fancy just going on the poll, it's in the chat. You can just say who you think's going to win. One vote so far, and it's going to be 100% of people. Just that one person thinking Inter Milan's going to win. So you can have your say in the poll in the chat. And let me know your score predictions in the live chat. I went with a 2-1 at the start of the stream. Bastoni. Probably one of the most promising young centre-backs in world football. The problem being, he's Italian. And you know what they say, Italian players never leave Italy. Bar Marco Verratti and Jorginho, I could think of a few, but most Italian players typically stay in Italy. It's like English players. I can give the example of German. Why am my pronunciation so far in the stream's been terrible. But like the example of German players. Like, it is mostly in the Bundesliga, but a Germany squad getting rid of the Bundesliga is still a good Germany squad. An England squad getting rid of the Premier League, that probably wouldn't even qualify for the World Cup. You'd have Kieran Trippier, Chris Smalling, Tomori shot, blocked by Roma. Chris Smalling, I believe, as I was speaking of him. And Italy as well. I mean, you'd have Jorginho, you'd have Verratti, you have a decent midfield. But like realistically, name me a decent Italian lineup. It's outside of Serie A. I suppose you'd have Buffon. Oh no, you have Donnarumma as the goalkeeper. Right back. No one comes to mind. I don't know, I'm getting carried away. We're 9 minutes into the game, by the way. It is still 0-0. Dumfries pressing, that's really bad. He's been terrible when I've watched him for Inter Milan. Like, he's barely played. Here's Vitra. He's going to keep running. He has a shot. It's deflected. Inter Milan clear. Dzeko is dropping back. And that is the most running I've ever seen Dzeko do. At the age of, 36? He's old. That's the point. Yeah. Oh, he's playing his old club, isn't he? I swear, he was at Roma, wasn't he, Dzeko? He's playing his old club. He is, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Dzeko's playing his old club. I suppose if we wanted to prove Jose Mourinho wrong. It's ironic, isn't it, that Tammy Abraham was suspended for this game, so that he wouldn't get to, prove that he is currently better than Dzeko. Edin Dzeko so far this season has 7 goals in 16 Serie A matches, compared to Tammy Abraham's 4 goals in 15 matches. His form has picked up though recently, Tammy Abraham. I definitely think he's improved. Like, he's not quite the player he was 2 years ago at Chelsea when Frank Lampard was manager. But I do believe, he's going to pick up form in Serie A and become an absolute machine. Chris Smalling. Decent pass to Petra. Ibanez. So yeah, 10 minutes in. Still 0-0, no real big chances. I'm going to have a cheeky look at the old Serie A table, because why not? AC Milan won earlier, by the way, if anyone does care. Looking at the table, currently Roma sitting 5th, 5 points behind the Champions League spots, that is Atalanta. Then 4 points in front of Atalanta is Inter Milan. 1 point in front of Inter Milan is Napoli. And then AC Milan sit top, but if Napoli win tonight against Lazio, they will go top by a point. So Roma could push for Champions League. Now Juventus haven't had the best of starts of the season. 24 points, 15 games, 5 losses, 3 draws and 7 wins. Well, I don't think we'll be seeing a draw in this game, by the way. Roma have yet to draw. Oh no, they have. Fiorentina I was looking at that haven't drawn. But yeah, that's just looking at the old statistics. Caught a vibe, baby. Oh, that song. It's not even that good, but it just gets in your head. I have La Croix in my head, if you've seen those TikToks. What's happening here? The referee has given out to Ibanez for taking a throw, and I'm going to assume he's taken a false throw. He has. He has taken a false throw. You are a professional footballer, and you can take a throw. That's actually a bit embarrassing, isn't it? I mean, he's claiming that he didn't, and he might have not. Like, if he has, it's a wee bit embarrassing. Yeah, let me know your score predictions in the live chat. Again, a brief reminder of both teams' lineups. It is on your screen currently. If you do, if you're looking for that, those are both teams' lineups as it stands. I got the images off Twitter because, well, I'm not creative enough to do it myself. Let's be honest, Yeah, going back, you probably didn't get enough time to read it there, but I want to focus on the match, which is on BT Sport, by the way, if anyone does have BT Sport. Well, they were panning on a lass, and she was a fairly good-looking lass. Thank you, cameraman. You've made my day. Calhanoglu to take the corner. I'd much prefer if he just put the camera back on the lass, but the referee's given out to the players for fighting in the box. Christ, I'm tired. It's not even the game, I'm just tired. I don't know why. Oh, how has that gone in? How has that gone in? That is really bad defending from Roma. I think the corner has just scored. Calhanoglu is the man that scored it, yeah. The corner has just been scored by Calhanoglu. Jose Mourinho isn't even losing it. He's just saying, well, alright lads, unlucky. It's not great, but look, it's fine. Calhanoglu has just scored a corner. The man formerly AC Milan, now the hero of Inter Milan. I suppose it was an easy move, he didn't have to move countries. He didn't even have to move stadiums. He has actually just scored the corner. Like, Perisic moves out of the way, which makes the defenders go for him. And Patricio is off his line. It goes through his legs. Patricio's a twat. How has that gone in? That is truly embarrassing. That is truly embarrassing. Inter Milan have made it 1-0. Scoring a corner. Calhanoglu the man to score the corner. I don't really understand. Dzeko is now proving Jose wrong. Jose didn't sell him to Inter Milan. Dzeko left Roma as a free agent this summer. The club didn't renew his contract before Jose became manager. Oh, sorry, I didn't know that. I just assumed Dzeko left. Oh, like Mourinho sold him. Alright, well, I suppose he doesn't look as big as an idiot. Clearly he hasn't been practicing his corners, however, in training. I mean, I was speaking how highly I rate Rui Patricio before the match. Aged well. Aged very well, I would say. I might have aged better than anything ever. How has Calhanoglu just scored a corner? I don't know. Inter Milan are 1-0 up. 17 minutes gone. It's absolutely terrible defending. I didn't know that, by the way, Isaac. Thank you for making me aware of that. Do appreciate it, my friend. By the way, subscribe if you're new to the channel. That would be greatly appreciated. We're currently on 731. Make that 732. You would be the single-handed greatest person to ever live. Dumfries has been fouled there, surely. Is Spinzala back from injury? Look, because I've seen him training. I'm assuming it's going to take a while for him to be back. Like, it was a fairly long injury. But is Spinzala back? Patricio clears. Inter Milan win it straight back. Correa. Pass 1, pass 2. Dudu. It's a decent performance so far from Inter Milan. I mean, Roma haven't even been that bad. I mean, from the corner, it was just terrible defending. Pellegrini's also missing. I've just realised that now. I don't know how. I've just completely forgot about him. So yeah, Inter Milan get a free kick and they've taken it quickly. I don't think I've ever seen Jose Mourinho, you know, someone who is typically a defensive manager, you know, being so calm after conceding. Well, he's up there with one of the stupidest goals I've ever seen. Like, he's just conceded a corner. Like, not like where the goalkeeper's been fouled or, you know, he's distracted. He is completely unmarked. It goes through the goalkeeper's legs. Imagine being megged from a corner. How is that even possible? Like, I know he's caught him off guard. Calhanoglu plays it over for Dumfries. Oh, and he was offside, Dumfries. Or Barea was offside. I don't know which one of them were offside, but one of them was. Yeah, it was Dumfries. Chris Smalling. Abinez. Here come Brozovic. Barea. Oh, if that pass was a little bit better, I reckon that's a good chance. That's a really good chance for Inter Milan. By the way, if you were to like this stream, that would be greatly appreciated. Perisic. Oh, that's a fantastic ball. Bastoni, you don't necessarily want your centre-back on the wing, and that is why. That's a terrible cross. Barea tries to save it, but it ends up going out for a Roma throw-in. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, what are our thoughts on everything that's happening in football today? As it stands, Barcelona are losing and are about. Yeah, Barcelona have lost. By the way, for any Barcelona fans in the chat, Barcelona have lost their first game under Xavi to Real Betis. A lot of shock upsets. Shock results is the better word. A lot of shock results today. You know, West Ham beating Chelsea. I wouldn't say Real Betis actually beating Barcelona. It's a shock result. And obviously the biggest shock of the day so far, I would personally say, is the fact a Jose Mourinho team cannot defend a corner. Calhanoglu scored from a corner. As in, he was the man that was taking the corner. Scored. I mean, I don't know if that's just me, but I don't think that should really even be possible, in the sense that, yes, I could do it if there was no one there. But like, when you're defending in a professional footballers, you shouldn't be able to. You shouldn't be conceding corners, is my point. Not a very good point. Not a very accurate point. Corner. If I do say so myself. Inter Milan just playing around the Roma attackers. I reckon they'd be satisfied with a 1-0 win away from home against a tough opposition. Roma won't be. And that's where the change happens. My voice is kind of cracking. I don't know how it's already cracking with 22 minutes gone in the game. That is not good, because, well, by the 60th minute in this game, my voice will sound all like this, you know. I thought it had adapted. It was like this when I started doing watch-alongs. Like, I only really started doing live streams at the start of the season in August. Like, my voice would always get like this around the 60th minute. And it's probably because I've been talking a lot today. And doing stuff. I've been out, you know. For once, old football always is living a social life. Yeah, I know. Football always has friends. Breaking news. But yeah, I decided, you know, I might as well do a watch-along. This seems like a cracking game. And then tomorrow I might do Aston Villa versus Leicester. Steven Gerrard versus his old manager Brendan Rodgers. Perisic. Calhanoglu. Correa. Looking for Perisic. Doesn't get to him. Now gets Calhanoglu. He plays it across. Shot and it's in. 2-0. Dzeko, cool as you like. Scores against his old club. Doesn't even celebrate. Cool as you like. Cold from Dzeko, to be honest. Roma have been absolutely torn apart. 23 minutes gone. It's already 2-0. And they are showing why they could well win the title this year. They currently sit in third. That could all change, by the way. That could all change. To be honest, Roma are looking like they're going to be beaten 3-4-0. Calhanoglu plays it across to Dzeko. He scores the tap in. Patricio's never saving that. It's just really poor defending and poor marking, and the fact Dzeko has been let alone like that and he's gotten away from his man, it's just a bit of a joke. I mean, conceding the corner was much worse, but the Roma defending so far in this game has been absolutely shocking. Embarrassing, to say the least. Already 2-0 to Inter Milan. I went with a 2-0. I went with a 2-1 to Inter Milan as my score prediction. It's still on the cards, but to be honest, this game's looking like it's going to end up being 7-0. But as it currently stands with 24 minutes gone, it is Inter Milan 2, Roma 0. What are we saying? 4 votes in the live chat for them all to Inter Milan. Not really surprised, to be honest. They've definitely been the better team. They haven't even necessarily been the better team as well. That's probably a wrong statement. They haven't been the better team. Inter Milan 2. They haven't been the better team. You know, Roma have had a fair share of possession. I think it's just a pure fact. They're missing players like Abraham, like Pellegrini. Mourinho. Now I wonder, does Jose Mourinho be put under pressure? I would assume not, because, well, last season they finished 7th. Like, my voice is already cracking, by the way. Sorry, like, it's 25 minutes gone. And my voice is already cracking. It is a disgrace. Disgrace to football. But, like, I don't know, trying to get a point across. Completely forgot I was talking because my voice cracked. No, my point was they're missing a lot of players. And will Jose Mourinho be put under pressure? And to be honest, no, because, they finished 7th last season. I'd assume that, they'd finish around 5th, maybe get Europa League, maybe win the Conference League. So it would ultimately be a good season. Then next season, maybe push for the title. Perisic deflected, and it's gone out for an Inter Milan throw-in. I will definitely have to run for water at half time because my voice is absolutely, or a cup of tea. Don't know. See, a cup of tea would ultimately mean, more time away from the stream, if you get what I mean. And now I'm rhyming because, well, I have such great timing. And the man said, the man's name was Ted, and I don't know what I'm saying, or because I've just begun to start praying. I don't know. I don't know, Jeff. I don't know. I never, like, I always say it in that voice, but I never, that's not the right voice. I don't know, Jeff. It doesn't sound like it at all, but it's more accurate. Brozovic. Barea. Calhanoglu. And Calhanoglu has definitely been, like, the best player in the opening, 27 minutes, but I'm going to say 30 minutes. Because why not? Round up. Perisic. Ball in the box. Hit off Mkhitaryan, and it has gone out for... Oh. I mean, you can guess what it's gone out for. It's gone out for Inter Milan. Corner. And will Calhanoglu score his second corner of the game? I would hope not, because it would be fairly embarrassing. Rui Patricio this time staying on his line. No, he's not. He's off his line. It would be quite funny if they conceded 2 corners in a match. As in, Calhanoglu got a brace from purely scoring corners. Can he do it again? I would try it again if I was him. Because why not? You're already 2-0 up. I thought that went in again. Patricio saved it on the line. Is that Inter Milan's whole strategy, just to shoot and hope for the best from corners? Not a bad strategy, in all fairness. Just gonna take an old cheeky look at the live chat. Nothing new. Let me know your score predictions, by the way. Is it going to be 7th Inter Milan? Will Roma push for a comeback? To be honest, as it currently stands, it's looking like it's going to be 7-0 to Inter Milan. Who do we think is winning Serie A? I'd like to see AC Milan win it. I think Inter Milan... It's going to be one of AC Milan, Inter Milan and Napoli. I think that's obvious. They're the top 3 at the moment. I see Napoli falling behind. And, just imagine Inter Milan versus AC Milan in the title race. It was that last season, to be fair. Dzeko! Saved by Patricio. And this time, he somehow saves what was a difficult shot to save. But can't save a corner. Zaniolo. Probably been the best forward out of any of the Roma forwards so far. Well, there's only 2 of them, really. I mean, you don't count wing backs as forwards, and you don't count midfielders as forwards. There's only 2, and the other lad missed what would have been a very easy chance for 90% of strikers if they were given it in the opening 30 seconds, and the score could be so much different right now. For all we know, if he had scored that, Roma would have gone ahead and scored even more. They would have scored 7, 8, 9, 10, 26. But as it stands, they haven't scored any. Inter Milan have scored 2. And Calhanoglu's got a goal and an assist, and he's on the ball here. The Turkish man. Turkish man? Turkish? What's the abbreviation for that? The Turkish man, I feel like, is the right thing. Turkish doesn't sound right. Turkish? Turkish, oh my god. I'm such a twat. The Turkish. I was saying it as well, I was saying the Turkish man. Oh, Dzeko with the shot. He probably should have got a brace for himself. He's already gotten one in this game. He could have made it 2 for himself, 3 for Inter Milan. The Roma fans don't look too happy. I mean, if I was a Roma fan, you know, in a home game, in a very big game, I wouldn't necessarily be too delighted if we were losing by 2-0 with half an hour gone. I think that's a fair statement. Withdraw, ball in the box. He's claiming to be fouled. Personally, I don't think he was fouled. I feel like that's something you should look at because it would have been a good free kick opportunity. Here is Roma. First time they've been in Inter Milan's box for a while. And the shot deflected. And they've gone and got a corner. Roma have gotten a corner. I'm not too surprised that they've finally woken up. It only took 32 minutes. And I feel, you know, a good delivery, a goal for maybe Chris Smalling, is probably the biggest lad in the box. That could well change the game. And the ball is put in the box. It's a header from Zaniolo. But he's fouled someone. And the header, it wasn't a great header, went straight to Handanovic. And I think he's actually handballed it. It wasn't quite the hand of God. Inter Milan are really like working well together. As in, they seem to be passing the ball around like really nicely. Bastoni is down, by the way. I think he's the one that's got himself injured. Am I the only one that's seen Diego Jota's miss? Has anyone seen Diego Jota's miss against Wolves? Like, it's up there with one of the worst things I've ever seen. But yeah, 2-0 as it currently stands. Just reading some tweets about the game. No one really seems to be very positive about Roma's performance. And I think that's a very fair statement. They've been absolutely shocking. I can't believe it. I definitely expect better from them. I assume they'll wake up in the second half. I mean, there is 34 minutes gone. And it's only 2 goals. And at the end of the day, they can very easily come back into this game. Smalling just grabbing onto Correa. Oh, surely there's a foul here, referee. Smalling is chasing him like an absolute animal. I feel like it's a free kick on the edge of the box. I would have taken it. I mean, when you have someone like Kalinoglu, who's fairly good at set pieces, I would have taken it, to be honest. But yeah, here they come. It's Perisic, who has gotten on the ball a lot, and I don't know why my arm is all of a sudden starting to hurt. Christ. Oh. Francisco Totti is in the stands. I think they'd want him on at the moment, to be honest. He'd probably be a better player than what's his face. Your man here. You see your man in the Roma lineup. The man, look at him. Honestly, he's missed a few good opportunities. He's absolutely terrible. I can't believe it, Jeff. I cannot believe it. I mean, what, a 40-year-old Francisco Totti would be much better. I would assume so anyway. Depends. Is he still able to run? Was he ever able to run? One of the players that stayed at Roma his entire career. A club legend, if you like. Well, I mean, he's definitely a club legend. I don't know why. Don't think many people can really deny that. Vitra, looking to play through Zaniolo. It will get to Zaniolo. Don't know how it has. And there's a chance. It's not cleared. Shot. Blocked by Dumfries. Skriniar tries to clear, but it falls to Zaniolo. Calhanoglu's claiming he's been fouled. Don't think he has been, and he hasn't, says the referee. Correa looking to counter-attack. He's just hit someone in the face. Roma win it back. Yeah, Correa's been shown a yellow card for his actions. Or has he? Who is it? Is it Correa or... No, it's Ibanez. I don't know how. Maybe he was dragging Correa back. Oh, I think I've just looked at that wrong. I think I've looked at that completely wrong. Yeah, he's kicked him He's kicked him. Which makes... He's kicked him first and Correa hits him in the face. Alright, makes more sense. Maybe I'm the twat. Me being the twat is definitely, I think, the better statement there. That is a word I would use to describe myself, twat. Now I will keep an eye. I'm just going to keep an eye on the old Manchester City versus Watford. I'm hoping to God Man City can get absolutely destroyed. Because I want the title. No, actually, if Man City win, I feel like the title race probably would be a little bit closer. Or, no, I actually have to take a look at the Premier League. But I should probably focus on this game. That would probably be the smarter thing to do, seeing as I am doing a live watch-along of it. And if you're enjoying this watch-along, you know what you can do? You can subscribe. Wow. Honestly. Yeah, I should probably pay attention to this game, shouldn't I? They've made it 3-0. They've made it 3-0. Inter Milan have scored a third. It's Dumfries to score the goal. I was trying to find the Man City Watford score. But no, Inter Milan are now 3-0 up. Dumfries has scored. Chris Smalling looks frustrated, so I'm just going to assume he made the mistake. And Jose Mourinho is still staying calm, despite being 3-0 down against his old club. Alright, let's see this. Bastoni plays the ball across, and then Dumfries just scores a header. I don't know why it's panning on Chris Smalling. He's done nothing wrong there. Maybe they're just showing how badly Roma are doing because they're 3-0 down. Dumfries has scored. It's a bullet header. It's a fantastic header. Centre-back. Like, what a ball from a centre-back, by the way. Like, Bastoni is a centre-back, and it's a fantastic ball. And then Dumfries puts it in the back of the net. Cool as you like. Roma do not look happy, and that's a fair statement because, well, they're losing 3-0. I've completely missed it, and that's like the second time as well. I always seem to miss it during Roma games. I always miss the goals. Just because I'm trying to watch Man City play. Oh, I thought Watford were up. No, Man City are winning 1-0 already in the opening 10 minutes. Roma are going to want to score if they want to come back into this game. Dortmund are 1-0 up against Bayern Munich, by the way. A lot of results changed, but the one I'm focusing on I've absolutely butchered. And 2 out of the 10 votes in the poll, 10% of people, so that one person, well, I'm great at maths, one person said Roma. I don't think Roma are going to win this game, to be frankly honest with you. Unless, of course, they can score here. No, they lose the ball almost straight away when I say that. Here come Roma though. Ball in the box. Zaniolo. He still has the ball somehow. Oh, and he really should have done better there. That should be a corner for Inter Milan. It's not. Yeah. Sorry, that should be a corner for Roma. It's not apparently. Zaniolo, the man. He does quite well, and he should have done. He should do that. That would have been a corner. That should have been a corner. Yeah. Just looking at it. Again, if you don't have time to watch the entire stream, you can watch the highlight compilation, which will be posted about half an hour after the game. Not half an hour, an hour. Depends what kind of mood I'm in, you know. If I'm just exhausted after the stream, I probably won't. Well, no, if I'm exhausted after the stream, I'll just wait. I'll wait half an hour to do it, and then. And then I'll do the confirmation clip. Wow, Bayern Munich have equalised. It's 1-1 already. 10 minutes gone in Bayern Munich Borussia Dortmund. Julian Brandt scoring Dortmund's goal in the 5th minute. Robert Lewandowski in the 10th. Inter Milan have a corner. Will it be 4 before half time? This could be an absolute demolition of Roma. And I'm going to blame it on the pure fact they don't have Tammy Abraham at the moment. And Pellegrini, their captain. Lorenzo Pellegrini. Calhanoglu, he's scored and got an assist so far in this game. Will he get another? Defended but not cleared. Barea gets on the ball. Inter Milan can put a decent cross in. Barea looking for Dzeko. He gets onto it, doesn't hit it great. Calhanoglu with a shot, and he is missed by absolute miles. He's missed by miles there. I don't really understand how it's already 3-0. "44 minutes gone in the game, and it's 3-0 to Inter Milan. An absolute demolition job of Jose Mourinho's Roma. You gotta die for those 3 points. And well, he hasn't died for it. Well, I mean, that makes no sense. Roma aren't really putting much effort in, and so I don't know why you put much effort in it. It's half time. It's not even half time, and it's already 3-0. But at the same time, you can look at the fact it's only 44 minutes gone. It's only 3-0. You can look at it with two mindsets. Pick the positive mindset. You know, you gotta believe. Oh, he is absolutely terrible, Sharavov. I don't know how to pronounce his name. That's why I'm saying Sharavov. But he is absolute dog crap. 1 minute at a time. He is up there with one of the worst football players I've ever witnessed play football. Yeah. Inter Milan don't even want to get the fourth. They just feel bad for Roma, you know? I mean, obviously, Jose Mourinho won a Champions League with them. So, you know, they have to show him a little bit of respect. They don't have to show him all the respect. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Kalinoglu, Barea. Back to Skriniar, Brozovic. I think they're just waiting for half time. Just blow the whistle, ref. Just do it. Kalinoglu is complaining. I don't know why he is. What's happening? I'm so confused. It's half time now. I'm quite confused why Kalinoglu is complaining. But for some reason he is. One of the many problems of watching the game without audio, because of course copyright reasons on YouTube. It's half time, it's 3-0. Yeah, half time already. That game actually went by quite quickly. Half time already. Roma 0, Inter Milan 3. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Divock Origi. Oh, Divock Origi, man. I can't believe he scored that goal. Like, you knew if Liverpool were going to score a last-minute winner, it was going to be Divock Origi. It's not been the best of performances from from Roma. Jose is the only manager in Serie A to have won a treble of UCLs, Scudetto and Coppa Italian in the same season. It has never happened before in I didn't know that. I'd assume a manager has done it before. I suppose it's not that common of a thing. It doesn't happen that much in football anymore, really. I mean, Jose Mourinho took over Inter Milan about 10 years ago, I'd say. 2012, I want to say. I could think of Man United in 1999, Bayern like 2 years ago. I mean, anytime Bayern win the Champions League, they win the treble. I think that's a common thing. But yeah, Jose's the only manager to have done it. So it doesn't surprise me. He's probably one of the best to ever have played in that league. Sorry, managed in the league. Truly a fantastic coach. One of the best. One of my personal favourite coaches in the world. yeah, not been the most entertaining. It has never happened before in the Italian league. Yeah, like that Inter Milan team was crazy. I believe like it was his first season, wasn't it? Like I remember reading about it because I've read Zlatan Ibrahimovic's autobiography, and I remember reading about it, and he left the season before, which was obviously a big downgrade. That would have been Zlatan in his prime. Like he leaves, and you think, hold on, I don't think Roma are gonna have the best season, as Isaac does say. They're the only team, and the first and only team, to ever win a treble of the UCL, the Scudetto, and Coppa Italia in the same season. Never been done since. While losing arguably your best player, like, I mean, there were some fantastic players in that Inter Milan team as well, but prime Zlatan is a different beast. I mean, Inter Milan didn't have Zlatan. Zlatan had Inter Milan. Oh, it was his second season. Alright, sorry. Well, yeah. Zlatan is one of those players that always gets unlucky. Like, I swear, like, the year he left Barcelona as well, they won the Champions League the next year. Yeah, seconds. Like, Jose Mourinho's just an amazing manager, Isaac, isn't he? Like, what? Bar Man United and Spurs, he's been successful everywhere he's went. You know, obviously, Porto, Real Madrid, Chelsea, I think Inter Milan as well. What, United, Chelsea again? He wasn't very successful at Chelsea that second spell, but he did alright, I think. He did alright in that second spell at Chelsea. I mean, he didn't do as good as the first spell, but he was alright. Like, I mean, that was kind of the downfall. And then Tottenham, it started alright, to be fair. And then obviously he wasn't backed. Well, no, he was backed. I'm really contradicting myself. He just didn't get along with like Ndombele and Dele Alli. Yeah. Will Roma come back in the second half? I could see it being possible. I mean, like obviously 3 goals is a lot. But I've seen crazier things in football. That's definitely for sure. Like, 3 goals, in the end of the day, isn't that much. Like, if you look at the fact, you know, obviously there's the old saying, if they can do it in the first half, we can do it in the second half. And the only like, issue is they're missing Lorenzo Pellegrini, they're missing Tammy Abraham. 2 of their players, like, Tammy hasn't been great. He's been decent. He's been good in the Conference League, but, like, honestly, I could be good in the Conference League, you know. Yeah. Honestly, looking forward to the second half, to be honest. Should be getting back underway, I'd assume. Just checking the old subscriber count, and we have went up, or have we just not went up? Have we lost a subscriber? No, we went up a subscriber. No, I don't know what. Ugh. We went up a subscriber. Thank you to that beautiful person. Zlatan has left Inter for Barca, and swap deal for Eto. Oh, alright. And Inter went on to beat Barca that season in the semi-final of UCL before going on ahead to win the final. Yeah, I knew. I didn't know it was a swap deal for Eto. I don't know, I'm not the biggest, follower of Inter Milan. Isaac, you do seem to be caught up on Inter Milan, or maybe just a Jose Mourinho fan. I do love a bit of Jose Mourinho. Funny enough, I don't like most of the teams he's managed. which is odd. I'm not like I have a dislike towards Real Madrid and Barcelona, so you know, did manage Barcelona, but just putting that out there that I'm not the biggest Barcelona fan. I'm happy to see both teams suffering. Like I see people, you know, giving out about, oh, I miss Barcelona. Prime Barcelona was great, wasn't it? Honestly, I feel sorry for Barcelona in their financial troubles. They had it coming. Taking the best players in the Premier League for years. Alright? Now they're in absolute tons of debt, and the Premier League is the best in the world. They had it coming, alright? Now I honestly think, you know, people are saying, you know, the league has died down now. I personally enjoy it more. Because now it's more competitive. Because Barcelona is struggling. Real Betis just beat them. Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid aren't even doing that bad, to be fair. You know, they're top of the league, I think. Vinicius Jr. is on fire, and so is Karim Benzema. I don't know if he's still allowed to play. He did get arrested a few days ago. If you didn't know about that. Don't know. Just look it up, I suppose. He got arrested from something he did 5 years ago. He's been on trial for almost 5 years. Which is kind of crazy in all fairness. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Everywhere they go. Yeah, I do enjoy, you know, Serie A being a little bit closer, if you get what I mean. I just want to watch the West Ham Chelsea highlights because I didn't watch the game. I was playing a match myself, out, you know, a 45-minute drive, you know, just to be on the bench. I played 5 minutes. Great, I was playing on a position. So, you know, it was great. Standing in the freezing cold. We lost 1-0, but I think I'm going to say that's because I didn't play. Just going to watch the highlights of the game. Oh, that's a terrible pass from Jorginho. And Jarabone is just everyone Mendy has taken Jarabone out. Stupid challenge. Yeah, very stupid challenge. Jarabone does well there, though, to be fair. And the penalty. And West Ham with 1-0. And Mickey Mount with decent volley in all fairness. And he's changed a bit. He seems to be wearing fake tan. Jared Bowen is having a bit of a world-class performance. I did say when he was linked with Liverpool that they should sign him. And Liverpool fans were saying, oh no, he's not good enough. Honestly, he's not a Liverpool type of player. I'm a genius. I am a genius. I said he was class for West Ham last year. Oh, and as I was saying, Jared Bowen is class. He's missed an open goal. Like, I mean, it's a very hard to get on, but he's missed an open goal. Like, he was coming in with such big pace. He probably should do better, but he's missed an open goal. And this is the goal I've already seen, where he doesn't really mean a shot, but he's done it anyway. What a stupid goal to concede. Fair play to West Ham, though. Fair play to West Ham for getting that result. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Everywhere they go. Stick it with me again. Tottenham get battered. And Divock Origi scoring that late goal, that was decent finish from him. Divock Origi's that kind of player that for some reason is, you know, always there to score him. I do really believe that the Premier League title race is going to be absolutely class. Is the game back underway? No, it's still halftime. I was just watching highlights of the Premier League games from earlier. But going back to this game. Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, now they are showing it. I think the players are just getting ready to come back out. Yep, they are. Great timing that was. You know, just watching all the highlights. I think Correa's off. I know he's just coming back onto the pitch for some weird reason. He was late. Yeah, game back underway. Second half has begun. As it currently stands, it's Inter Milan 3, Roma 0. You can obviously see that on the screen. You don't need me to tell you that. But, will it stay that way? I'm going to just cheekily look up how are Man City going on against Watford. For some reason that game is not... Oh no, it's 2-0 to Man City in that game, by the way. Bernardo Silva and Raheem Sterling. So it looks like they will be top of the table by a point. Chelsea dropping points, Liverpool second and Chelsea third. Title race heating up in the Premier League, but we're focusing on the Serie A title race. And this looks like a game Inter Milan will win. And well, if they do want to win the league for the second year running, they're going to want to win this game. Brea's another player. I was on about... Who was on about? I was on about... Christ, I was on about a certain Italian player, wasn't I? But in the ways Italian players typically stay in Italy. Oh Christ, who was it? Who was the Italian player I was on? Anyway, I was on about like an Italian player, like, you know, the ways Italian players I was on about Bastoni, that they typically stay in Italy. I see Barea doing the same, like, which is never great. I'd like to see Barea definitely in the Premier League. I think he's a proper top Chelsea or Liverpool midfielder. But I see, you know, if they are going to sign one of the younger midfielders of the up-and-coming generation, I do see them signing Jude Bellingham, because why not take away English players from abroad, bring them back to England, you know? I'd like to see more Irish players abroad, well, as in most of them go to, most Irish players do go to England. Like, I'd like to see some players going to Italy, some players going to Germany, France, Spain, etc. Just to get like a different style in the play, a different style of player. I know we have Josh Cullen in Belgium. A few years ago we had Aidan McGeady in for Spartak Moscow. Oh, what a filthy player Aidan McGeady was, honestly. The things he could do with a football, I couldn't dream of them. That man had flicks and tricks for days. Not your typical Irish footballer. Now plays with Sunderland, I think. Patricio picks it up. Check the old live chat in case anyone said anything new. No one has not. Do-do. Da-da. Da-da 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 da. Na-na. Na-na. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. I don't know why I'm playing the Pink Panther song in my head. Brozovic. I think his contract is running out at the end of the season. Decent signing. I've seen him being linked with Liverpool a lot. I reckon he'd be a good signing for them. Purely midfielder debt, and you know, I think a Premier League club. Man United would be a great. They need a good holding midfielder like him. But again, it ultimately depends, who Man United will get as their permanent manager. Obviously, they do have the interim manager of Ralph Ragnick. Would they possibly see a return of Jose Mourinho? I don't know why people look at Jose Mourinho's time at Man United so badly. Towards the end, yes, it was terrible, but people regard Oli in a higher state than they do Mourinho, despite the fact Mourinho won a Carabao Cup, Community Shield and Europa League. That's 3 trophies. 3 more than Oli's won. I was way too scared to do. I miss prime Jose Mourinho, I miss the Jose Mourinho when he's losing 3-0 to his rivals. Well, Roma and Inter Milan aren't rivals, but you know what I mean, one of the bigger teams that they're going to be facing off for European spots. He'd be kicking water bottles, he'd be losing his crap. No, Mourinho's losing 3-0 as it currently stands. And, you've barely seen a reaction out of him. I mean, he's given out a few times, but he hasn't been losing his crap. Here's Mkhitaryan. Next season, I believe, is the season that Roma really become a force in Serie A. I think once he's given a little bit more money, he can bring in the players that he wants. I think he'll get rid of Chris Smalling, he'll get rid of Henrik Mkhitaryan. 2 players he didn't like at Man United. I doubt he's going to like at Roma. He's only playing them really because they don't really have the resources. But they finished 7th last year. Better than that is the ideal. Pushing for Europa League. Probably the goal. Well, not push. I would say Europa League should be the goal. And win the Conference League. And then not get Champions League, but just attempt to push for it. Because, I mean, with the likes of Juventus, that will speed up. And I believe if they win tomorrow, they will overtake Roma on the table. But, again, you never know with Juventus this season. They have been absolutely terrible. Up there with one of the worst teams in the league. I mean, someone had a sign when Ronaldo left, who needs Ronaldo? Since then, they've lost 7 games in Serie A. Also losing 4-0 to Chelsea. In that time, they also beat Chelsea. So, mixed signals. Mixed signals indeed. 52 minutes gone in this game, by the way. If you are wondering, and you know what I'm wondering, why you're not subscribed. Go on, hit it. My voice is absolutely... I'm saying my voice is cracking constantly. My voice is cracked. It's already broken. There's no repairing. I'm gonna have to not talk for hours. And trust me, I talk a lot. As you can hear. Even for live streaming, I talk too much. I talk about crap. I never actually properly talk about the game. Like this instant here. I mean, Roma are on attack. It was a terrible cross. But I'm talking about not talking about the game. Mkhitaryan shot, deflected, and it will go out for a corner. 2, Roma. I was way too scared to do. Check the old chat, nothing new. Let me know your score predictions in the live chat, by the way. Chris Smalling going up for it. Handanovic clears. Smalling's gone down. He's gotten right back up. I'll get knocked down, but I'll get up. That's not the song. What am I saying? I'll get back down, but I'll get up again. Blah, 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 blah. The old score on Watford versus Man City. It's 2-0. To Man City, by the way, in that game. I was way too scared to hit him, but I would hit him in a heartbeat now. Those are the only words I know in that song. And I will not learn any more because I'm not spending my time learning songs. Ring a ring. Again, like the stream if you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. And if you haven't hit that beautiful, big, red, juicy subscribe button, I don't know what you're doing. I do not know what you're doing if you haven't hit that beautiful button. Because that is all I care about. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Dumfries. Long throwing. I was going to say it doesn't work, but Craig does get onto it, but he loses it straight away. And it's going to have for an Inter Milan throwing. Back to Handanovic. Larry Trotter says, best player in the world right now? Question mark, question mark, question mark. I would say Karim Benzema, Vinicius Jr. are up there, but I would have to say Mohamed Salah. I mean, he's been fantastic, and the fact he's doing it in the Premier League, which I believe this season, based on the quality so far, has been the best. So to say Salah's doing it against the best, and it's not like he's scoring against tin pot clubs. And we had a beautiful assist for Divock Origi's late goal earlier on today. Here come Inter Milan, it's Correa. Pass 1, pass 2. Smalling wins it though. And he's going to run. Mkhitaryan. Inter Milan preparing a few substitutions. Alexis Sanchez preparing to come on. And Arturo Vidal, the two Chileans. Correa has injured himself. Yeah, he's signalling he wants to come off. I'm assuming that's why he's preparing Alexis Sanchez. Oh, I'd love an Alexis Sanchez goal. I think it would be absolutely beautiful. But yeah, Larry, by the way, I don't know, I did answer your question, but I personally believe Mohamed Salah right now is the best player in the world. And feel free to ask me questions like that in the live chat. However you please. How is Alexis Sanchez still playing football? Don't understand. Like, is he just still at Inter Milan purely for the money? Or is he properly, you know, serious about getting into the first team? You know, I believe I can do it. It's a fantastic, like, just looking back at that Smalling challenge, you know, that injured Correa. It is a very good challenge by Smalling. And then Correa just lands on his leg funny and that looks sore. Not a very serious injury. I reckon it'll be grand. Maybe out for a week or two at max. But he's off. Barea is also off, by the way, in place of Vidal. And so is Alexis Sanchez on for Correa. Can Alexis Sanchez make a difference in this game? It has been a long time since I've seen Alexis Sanchez score in a football match. Barea is sitting on his seat very weirdly. I was way too scared to hit him. Brozovic. Vidal. Looking for Alexis Sanchez. He doesn't get onto it, but Alexis Sanchez wins it back. And Inter Milan are back in possession. Bastoni. Maybe Alexis Sanchez is actually serious about getting his place back in the Inter Milan team. It will be hard. There is a lot of top strikers at Inter Milan. You know, you obviously have your Dzeko, you have your Correa, you have your Lautaro Martinez, and then you have him. Really, he's just a cup games player, really. You know, let's be honest. So, does he still play on the wing? Is he still able to play on the wing? Mkhitaryan. Bina. Pass intercepted, and it's gone out for a Roma corner. Are Roma making a substitution, or is they just checking Correa? Yeah, they're just checking Correa. Checking to see if he's alright. But looking at the old corner, Vitral is to take it. His deliveries so far in this game haven't been great. But will that change here? Ball in the box, straight to Handanovic. Well, he punches out for some weird reason. He could have very easily caught that. Inter Milan win the... Sorry. And it's going to for another corner. Bayern Munich have gone 2-1 up in the Klassiker versus Borussia Dortmund. They're now 2-1 up. Two one up in that game, by the way. That's hit the referee. And it will be a drop ball for Roma. Again, if you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing. That would be amazing. You would be the single-handed greatest human being to ever live, without a doubt. Bove is on in place of Kumbala for Roma. First change of the match for them. 29 minutes of normal time remain. Brozovic. That's a very good touch from Alexis Sanchez. And Brozovic will keep going, looking to play through Dumfries. That's a very bad ball. Dumfries can only really attempt to control it with a bit of a scorpion kick. He gets a touch on it, but isn't able to control it. Calhanoglu. Brozovic. Back to Brozovic. Calhanoglu. Brozovic. Skriniar. Calhanoglu. Brozovic again. Very entertaining stuff here. You know, at least there was 3 goals in the first half. I mean, I know we're only 16 minutes into the second half, but no real big opportunities. Alexis Sanchez, he's been fouled there. And he has been given a yellow card for simulating Alexis Sanchez. The referee believes he is diving, and that looked like a foul to me. But the referee isn't having any of it. Inter Milan just controlling possession here. They're not really letting Roma do anything. To be honest, I think that's their game plan. They're just not going to let Roma do anything, you know. Just not let them touch the ball. So at least, you know, they'll be keeping their clean sheet. Because I think that's what Handanovic cares about the most. A clean sheet. From my perspective, I would like if they, you know, went forward, scored another goal, maybe Roma get a counter-attack, they score a goal. You know, I'd like to see more goal. But at the current minute, I'm only seeing goal. You know, because that makes sense. Smalling gets past his former Manchester United teammate, Alexis Sanchez. Sanchez has looked lively. He's really trying to make an impression on me. Not the Roma coach. Sorry, not the Inter Milan coach. Not the Inter Milan fans. Not every person watching this game. Specifically me. Because I asked, you know, is he still serious about football, or is he just in Inter Milan to pick up the old paycheck? Dumfries. Brozovic spills it. God of I, baby, are you coming for the ride? Ball played in the box. This could be a good opportunity, but oh, what's he doing, the twat? He has left it. Look at, thinking it's going to go off for a corner. But like you can clearly see there is a player right beside him running for the ball. It doesn't go out for the corner. AC Milan win it back, and they're just playing it between themselves because they don't want to score a fourth. They don't want to score a fifth. They want to stay at 3-0 because they want to respect their former manager Jose Mourinho. Is what I have made up in my head. It's been an alright performance in all fairness. Ball over top looking for Dzeko. He gets onto it. Patricio came out, but he's gone back. Dzeko only can play it in the box. Vidal! That's a really bad shot from Vidal. He doesn't control it at all. And here's Zaniolo. Can they counter-attack? He's got to get past Bastoni. He doesn't. Good defending from Bastoni. Nothing really new in the game, bar the fact that Roma have the ball, which, to be honest, is fairly... Alexis Sanchez dropping deep. Bastoni, Alexis Sanchez. Sanchez has actually made quite a difference in this game. Like, I definitely have to say, like, he's been up there as one of the best players for Inter Milan in the second half. Oh, my books, that would have been a Roma throw-in. Now, oh, we're getting the reaction from Jose Mourinho. It's about time in this game. It's taken a while, but Jose Mourinho has finally started complaining. He wasn't complaining when the corner went in. Like, Kalinoglu scored from a corner. As in, he, the man taking the corner, scored the goal. He wasn't complaining when they went 2-0 down thanks to Dzeko. Wasn't complaining when they went 3-0 down thanks to Dumfries. But when a throw-in does not go his way, oh, he won't be having that. He will not be having that. Caught a vibe, baby, are you coming for the ride? Dumfries. Bit of a calm pass from Dzeko. He just gives it back to Roma for no reason. Meets me at a smile, caught a vibe, baby, are you coming for the ride? 20 minutes left in this game, by the way. Anyone wondering the time? Oh man, he is absolutely terrible. I keep forgetting his name, but he's absolutely terrible. Like, it's the guy that's filling in for Tammy Abraham. Now you can just see the lineups on your screen, by the way. Number 14, and your man that is the person in the Roma lineup, Shamardov. He is absolute crap. Like, honestly, every time he's gotten the ball, Roma have lost it straight away. He missed an absolute sitter in the first 30 seconds. And if he scored that, or if that was Tammy Abraham, this would be a completely different game. If that was most strikers, if that was Dzeko or anyone, this would be a completely different game. It's been a decent performance so far from Inter Milan. In the second half anyway, you know, they haven't really created any opportunities. They don't seem like they want to create any opportunities. They just don't want to embarrass Jose Mourinho. And I think that's fair, you know, obviously their former coach. They don't want to be mean to him. There's controlling possession into Milan. I'm being fully serious in saying it looks like they don't even want to. And I think that's fair, you know, obviously. It's looking like they don't want to continue to score goals, and maybe I look like an absolute idiot as Perisic puts in the ball looking for Dumfries. Almost falls to Alexis Sanchez. It doesn't, however. Zaniolo, being pressed by Vidal, somehow keeps it. Plays it to Mkhitaryan. And here they come. Caught a vibe, baby, are you coming for the ride? I'm definitely saying words. I prefer not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. Caught a vibe, baby, are you coming for the ride? Dzeko is coming off, and well, all the fans do applaud him. The man who has played with both clubs. I mean, I would assume he will go down as the hero of Roma more so than Milan, but he scored today, scored the second goal. Bastoni is also off. A little bit of respect from Roma fans clapping him off the field. I don't know if they're just, you know, respecting a club hero, or are they happy he's off the pitch? To be honest, it's probably the first one. Carvaiba, baby, are you coming for the ride? I'm on for the ride. 14 minutes left in this game. Smalling. Can Roma at least get a little bit of respect for themselves? You know, can they earn back, you know, a little bit of their credibility as one of the top teams in Serie A? Well, to be fair, 3-0, like, I feel like there's a big difference between 3 and 4-0. I don't know why, that sounds kind of stupid, but I do feel like there is definitely a big difference between... Oh, you lost 3-0 and... Oh, that's a penalty. That is surely a penalty. Handanovic has taken Zaniolo out. Referee isn't having any of it. I don't know what Dumfries is complaining about. Well, now the Roma players are coming up. Zaniolo's been hit in the face. And if this isn't given as a penalty, it's purely because he's a goalkeeper. Alright, now I've seen the replay. And I mean, Zaniolo is hit in the face. But I thought he was like right bang middle of the face. He's been hitting the forehead basically. Well, there won't be a penalty. I think that is a fair judgment from the referee. I overreacted a little bit. Only a little bit. Only a little bit. Just a reminder, only a little bit. Do. Caught a vibe. Ah, baby, are you coming for the ride? I just wanna hang you for the ride. 12 minutes left. Will there be another goal? Is there any possibility Roma can come back into the game? Can they score 3 goals in 12 minutes? Probably not. Oh, here's Dumfries. It's on the edge of the box. He can play it in the box. Sanchez with the shot. Wasn't a great shot. Probably should have done better. And here's the guy I've been calling crap all game. And he's gone ahead and dinked it over someone's head. Then controlled it absolutely terribly. Two all, by the way, in Dortmund versus Bayern. Erling Haaland scoring the goal. Roma just controlling possession, you know, hoping for the best. He takes off her dress now, now. I mean, like, this last 10 odd minutes has really felt like this is a big, important game in terms of, like, title race. But, you know, the first half just felt like Roma were absolutely shocking. And Inter Milan, yeah, were in said title race. If they had Tammy Abraham and Lorenzo Pellegrini, I definitely feel like this would have been Roma's game for the taking. Zaniolo with the shot. Oh, that was close. Hits the side net. That was nearly an absolute beauty from Nicolo Zaniolo. Brozovic. That's gone out for a Roma throw-in. It should be. Sensi is coming on for Inter Milan. Calhanoglu is the man that will be coming off. He scored a goal, got an assist, and well, he made the entire stadium absolutely pissed. Well, barely Inter Milan fans. Haaland scored for BVB, which I'm assuming is Dortmund. 2-2 now. Interesting, my man, Larry. 2-2. That should be an interesting game. When this game is over, I should watch the last 20 minutes of it. Thank you for that update, Larry. Do let me know if there are any other updates in said game. Caught a vibe, baby, are you coming for the ride? I'm in the... Again, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, hit that big juicy red button. There are 6 minutes left in this game, and there could be a chance here for Inter Milan to make it 4-0. Perisic probably could have had his own shot, decides not to. Inter Milan just not willing to put it in the box. I mean, I don't have the tallest lads on the pitch, but I reckon, you know, based on how Roma have defended in this game, it could well go anywhere. Brozovic, ball over top, looking for Vidal. He controls it well. Well, not really. He controls it fairly poorly. Sanchez looking to press. He doesn't do it very well. Mkhitaryan is away because Dumfries was far forward. Dumfries has got back though. Inter Milan are going to just keep trying. Well, can you really blame them? I'm sorry, Roma are going to keep trying. Maybe just to salvage just a little bit of respect back. Just a little bit of dignity. By the way, share the stream. You know, I know there's only 5 minutes left, but bring someone in for 5 minutes. Share the stream to them. Share the stream to them. Bring them into the channel. You know, tell them, look, this guy is amazing. He's absolutely brilliant. Here come into Milan. Perisic played over to Sensi, and he's absolute. He's hit it miles wide. That really should be 4-0. It really should be 4-0. That is a really, really bad miss. Got a vibe, baby, are you coming for the rod? I just wanna hunt. I mean, Inter Milan haven't shown the same energy they had in the first half, but yeah. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I feel like, we might do a raid in this stream. I might send you all over to another channel. Someone may be doing a Bayern Munich watch song, someone doing a Man City watch song. Just taking a look at some people I'm subscribed to. And if you are just gonna go over, join in the raid, like, go over, subscribe to that said person, and just say, sent here by Football Always, or Football Always raid. Spam the chat. Roma don't look very pleased. I mean, it's been a very even second half. Maybe more so to Inter Milan, but it's been fairly even. And you'd expect But yeah, as it currently stands, it will be 3-0. I think it's going to finish 3-0, to be honest. I don't really see the score changing too much in the remaining minutes. I mean, unless either team gets, a fairly crappy chance. But it just looks like both teams are willing to finish it off at 3-0. Roma haven't looked interested since the first 10 minutes. They haven't looked the part necessarily. Zaniolo, who I'd probably say has been Roma's best player, maybe along with Chris Smalling. He's been good defensively. I mean, Rui Patricio has made a few good saves, purely for conceding a corner, getting nutmegged by a corner. He does not deserve to be anywhere near Roma's best player. Here come Inter Milan. It's Alexis Sanchez versus Chris Smalling, two former Man United players. He has Vidal with him. He plays through Vidal. Vidal's ball in the box, looking for Perisic. It's a terrible header. It's gone out for a Roma goal kick. 3 minutes of added time. We're already 20 seconds into the first minute. Meet me at a spot. Caught a vibe, Baby, are you coming for the ride? I just wanna come in for the night. Such a great singer. I'm such a great singer. Like, without a doubt, one of the greatest singers of all time. Patricio still hasn't taken his goal kick. It took him about 30 seconds. Now he has. Yeah, it took him 30 seconds to take a goal kick. Oh, Alexis Sanchez is through. Well, not really. There's two defenders on him. He's on the edge of the box. He plays a ball in, looking for no one, really. It's a terrible ball in the box. Absolutely terrible. You'd expect better of him. Mourinho is just looking at his watch, waiting, counting down the seconds, hoping to God this game will be over within the next second, really, next dying, bearing seconds. We're 2 minutes into the 3 of added time. So, well, I suppose we'll get to this part of the stream. You know, I'll prepare the person I think we should raid. So if you are currently in the chat, go over to this person, subscribe. I will link their stream in the chat once the game does end. Go over to said person, subscribe, go on. Yeah, now it's over. It has finished. Inter Milan 3, Roma 0. No goals in the second half. All goals coming in the first half. But just to finish off the stream, it has ended 3-0. Good performance from Inter. Roma weren't great. They were missing some of their best players. But just switching over here for a second. Go on. Raid this guy, Nobbins. He's a Man City fan. He's currently streaming the Man City game. Go on. Go over there. I'm going to have the stream up here. Paste. Boom. Go over there. Go into his stream. And, you know, tell him Football Always sent you. Alright? Thank you all so much for tuning in, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. You are an absolute god. And, well, enjoy the rest of your evenings, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And have Roma 0, Inter Milan 3. Not the best of performances from Roma. Good performance from Inter Milan. Disappointing, really, if I was a Roma fan. And, well, I'd be delighted if I was an Inter. It probably should have been 7, but it was only 3. And that's the end. Go over, subscribe to Nobbins.